Hello, Professor Jill Hines, and I would like to welcome any other classmate who has decided to watch my presentation. I thank you for taking the time to do so. Have you ever had to move homes? I'm one of the people that can make it happen. I'm an owner of High Park Movers, which is a moving company located in Toronto, Ontario. This spring, we're going to be purchasing a new moving van. So these past two projects has been a great opportunity for myself to take time to weigh possibilities when purchasing a new vehicle. The three vehicles that I considered were the 2019 Ford E350, the 2019 Chevrolet Express, and the new 2019 Dodge Ram ProMaster. What I did was I considered each vehicle and weighed the pros and the cons that will be discussed throughout this presentation to reach a conclusion that will be shared later on. When I first went into this assignment with my own preconceived biases, I assumed that the Chevrolet Express was going to be the runaway winner based on its reputation. We'll see if I was right. The first vehicle that I considered was the Ford E350. The first noticeable pro that I noticed is that it had a 3-seat cab. This is very good because when there's a big job, we can transport more than more than two movers to the job at once. However, this is relatively rare, and a third, and usually when there's a third person coming, we're going to use more than one vehicle anyways. The vehicle is customizable. It has a eco diesel engine as well as the largest fuel tank of any of the three that we considered. What this will do is, so it won't only be fuel efficient, but we'll have to stop less for fuel because of its large capacity. Also, you'll notice that the chassis on the stock photo is empty. This is because this vehicle is highly customizable. Many people will use this vehicle as for ambulances or custom utility vehicles, whether it be for whatever municipality it needs. The cons are the cargo capacity, which isn't really a con, it's pretty standard. It has a 52 inch by 52 inch box that extends that extends over 120 inches, which is 10 feet. So I like the fact that the box is larger than 4 feet because that's a standard um, dimension that we encounter often. So the fact that there's wiggle room around that is good. Um, the waiting period, because it is a customizable vehicle that will need to have a chassis or need to have the box installed. It had the longest wait time from the factory to the dealership. And with a $34,000 price tag, it was in the middle of the pack. The next vehicle to be considered is the Chevy Express. Because the Chevy Express has been around so long and is a standard in the industry, it's easy to repair with many stock GM parts. It has the highest towing capacity of 10,600 pounds of any vehicle that we evaluated. However, um, opportunities to display its towing capacity are rare in our field. We've actually never had to do a job that's required a trailer. And it has a powerful V8 engine. However, that V8 engine is inefficient. It's a it's gasoline and the fuel tank is the medium size. So not only will we be using a lot of gas, but we'll have to be fueling up often. It also has the smallest box capacity at 48 by 48 inches. Like I said in the Ford slide, is that many of our standard dimension objects are 4 feet. And since 48 inches is exactly 4 feet, we won't have any wiggle room while loading and unloading, which might mean that stuff will get left behind for another vehicle, or we risk damaging it if we really try and fit it. And also with the price tag of $39,000, it was the most expensive of them all. The final option was the Dodge Ram ProMaster, and this is a new vehicle, and the price was right at $32,000, and the capacity was right at 65 inches by 58 inches, which is the largest by far out of any of them. And the reason why that nothing else kind of compared was that these are the two most practical factors in making the decision for the vehicle. However, its reputation is not the best because it is a new vehicle and people have preconceived biases about Dodges that I think are not for nothing. And also the physical appearance is kind of funky. But that's to be in the eye of the beholder. So I didn't see that there's really too many cons that are rational and logical. So that's why I decided the winner would be the Dodge Ram ProMaster. And like I said, the price and the size of the box was the practical factors that ensured this decision, and these factors would lead to expansion over efficiency. So while maybe the E350 was a more efficient vehicle, the ability for more jobs to get done with the ProMaster was the reason why that made the choice that we did. These are the references, same as the recommendation report with the addition of images. Thank you very much for listening. Good semester. Merry Christmas.